Hey mama, it is Celia from Bougie Mom Friends. If you are trying to find balance being an amazing mom while still trying to find time for you, you are in the right place. My co-host Cammie and I are here to talk about all of the things from trusting your instinct with your kids to carving out space for self-care and even indulging in a little pop culture escape. It's all about real conversations with moms who get it because we're all about thriving, not just surviving. So take a breath, grab a drink, and join us, your Bougie Mom Friends. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
You got to get Kalina to finish that for you.
Happy holidays.
We got a new karaoke queen. You got some competition now.
It is Christmas. We were at a Mexican restaurant over the weekend and we're sitting with James Lakin and my Graham. Like we're in like the center with tables and there's a man to the side in a booth. Mm-hmm. And Lakin's just staring at him because he looked like Santa Claus. And
oh no.
The little man goes, ho, ho, ho.
No way.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is like my dreams. Like if there's ever a dream of magic in the air, this is it. Mm-hmm. He looked like Santa. He sounded like Santa. And Lakin was like, it's Santa.
Yeah.
And I'm just floored at this guy. I'm just like, I don't know how you pulled that out. You literally look like Santa Claus. You sound like Santa Claus.
Maybe he is Santa.
He is Santa Claus having lunch.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I kid you not, he slides a card to us and he goes, this is my side hustle.
No.
Call me.
No way.
And it's his business card of him in a Santa Claus suit. He's a retired pastor.
Stop.
And he is Santa Claus. He wants to bring joy to the world.
Oh.
Like, what are the odds? So Lakin literally got to eat lunch with Santa Claus. And I was like, Santa doesn't wear his suit when he's out to lunch, Lakin. Santa's on break. You got to eat lunch with Santa Claus.
Did he get to say hi to him?
No, the man was saying ho, ho, ho to Lakin.
Oh, like he came up to him?
Yeah. Oh. And then at the end came up to him again. And he was like asking Lakin, like, have you been on the good list? You don't want to be on the bad list. And Lakin shaking his head saying no. Like, no, like literally Lakin got his own personalized Santa lunch experience with the real Santa Claus.
Wow. We need to hire
Incredible.
him.
But I mean, that's like my, highlight
of your week.
I want to hear about your highlight. Because you just went on the most magical Disney cruise.
It was good. We went on the Disney Fantasy for a very merry time cruise. We had a great time. Would I do a Christmas cruise again? No.
What?
Mm-mm. Because I'm a Christmas freak. Like if you tell me I'm going on a very merry time Christmas, like I want Christmas throwing up. I want a Christmas tree on every floor. I want garland up and down, all of the staircases to all the floors. And the only Christmas tree was the one in the lobby and it wasn't that great. Like honestly, the ones in the resorts are better. And it wasn't just me. I heard people like talking about it like this Christmas tree is not that good. And then there's just some garland in like the main atrium, but it wasn't throughout the ship. They played Christmas music in like the early mornings, like when I got up with my kid, like 7:30, 8, like in the lobby and stuff. But after that, it was regular music.
What about the characters' outfits?
They had Christmas outfits for Christmas Day. So only one of the days was like Christmas party day. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, girl. And so like on the last day, so one of the days was still Pirates Day. And then the last day was still like Captain's Day, So like really it was like
a general cruise with one Christmas.
I forgot it was Christmas, honest to God. Like I forgot like it was December.
See, that's kind of sad, because when you said a very Merry Christmas, I'm thinking like
vomiting,
Grinch. Yes. Like I'm thinking of like just whole spectacular when you wake up, there's Christmas cookies in your room.
Yeah, no.
You're having like a Christmas party with Mickey Mouse?
There was a Christmas party. Again, it was just one day.
Just the one day.
Okay.
And
it was a 25-minute thing. And it was like original song. So it wasn't even like, they did some like jingle bells and stuff, but it was like an original thing, but it was short. It was like 25 minutes and that was it.
Okay.
The end.
That's interesting. Okay. So now I want to go into like what your thoughts are before we get into the fantasy as a show.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you think it's because everyone's conscious of Happy Holidays versus Merry Christmas?
But then why did they call it Very Merry Time?
Is it a cost save? Like, that's what I'm wondering. You know what I mean? Like, do they try to be...
Yeah, and that's what Jay and I discussed.
You know, like...
correct. Yeah.
Politically correct, and then just have one day since that's what they've named it. Is that right? Because like you said, you've signed up for a Very Merry Christmas cruise.
Right. Like if you don't like Christmas, don't sign up for a Very Merry Christmas
But
cruise.
Maybe they don't have like a very
Hanukkah cruise.
Very Kwanzaa.
I didn't see a damn thing about Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. Okay, so here's the thing. They gave you a survey at the end.
Okay.
And I think they're trying to be like right in the middle because they asked like, what did you think about the Christmas decor? Was it too much? Was it too much, too little, or just right? And I said too little on all of it. But they also asked like, did you see anything about Kwanzaa, about Hanukkah? Was it too much, too little? And I was like, honey, I didn't see a damn thing about either one of those things.
Yeah.
Those other holidays. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But again, like, I get it, but also like don't advertise it like this some magical Christmas spectacular.
I agree because when I'm seeing on Instagram, I've never been to a Disney park or a Disney facility on the holidays.
Yeah.
But when I do see the Disney park, it is decked out. It is the parade. They have like their specific elf characters walking around on the naughty, nice list. Like it's all sorts of spectacular.
They have food, drinks, food. None of that.
I would think like one of the restaurants or like, how like on the Wish, there's the Star Wars.
Right.
I would think like the bars had specialty cocktails, nothing holiday. No gingerbread men.
They might have had like a special cocktail, but like not like really. And like the dinner, no, not a dinner. There was nothing special at dinner. It was just dinner. They might have like decorated the restaurants. I was looking specifically for decorations and they had like a little garland maybe wrapped at the top, but nothing over the top.
Just like, very...
You would ignore it. It's very minimal. Like if you weren't like trying to look for it, you would probably miss it. So like on the islands... So we went to the 2 private islands. We went to Castaway Key and then the new Lookout Key. And that's Lookout Key. And so Lookout Key, because it's brand new, I mean, they put some like little like reefy things. Because when you get off the ship, and it's gotten a lot of heat for this because it's like a half-mile walk to get to like the island off of the ship. And they built like this path, but it's better than the alternative, which is like we saw there was a carnival ship like down the way and they had to wait for boats. Can you imagine how long that shit would take with a crying kid wait on a damn boat and then you got to take a boat back? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got a little trek, but so then once you get to the island, I mean, just get on a tram immediately and the tram takes you to Lookout Key. So it's not that bad. But like they had little things. Castaway Cay had a whole like Christmas tree.
That's nice.
When you got off. And that was nice. And then they had a little like sandcastle snowman monument thing you took a picture with. And then they had a little snowman blowing bubbles, which was like snow.
Okay.
And then they played some like island Christmas music. And then they changed it out. They'll do like, like a Caribbean jingle bell or something.
Yeah.
And then they would put like regular music. So it wasn't like overly done. So they tried with that.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm signing up for a Very Merry Christmas cruise, I want it to be so disgustingly Christmas.
I've heard that they do like cookie decorating. There's none of that. I was looking for it.
Now, here's the thing. If you're listening, someone out there is thinking, she probably just didn't see it. Let me just clarify. When Cammie goes on a Disney cruise, down to the millisecond. She knows everything. She knows everything, where to go. She has one person going in this line while the other person's going in that line. She knows everything down to the sprinkle in which will be placed on your cupcake. So if you didn't see it, It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. And I've seen it on other cruises. So I don't know if it was just like our itinerary didn't work out that way because we went to both the islands. I don't know. I've seen it before. So I was expecting it on this cruise. Didn't happen. So I was disappointed.
I would also assume it would be like top notch. Like you would have got the top notch because your cruise went to both of the private islands. Normally cruises will stop at one port and then their private island. But you got both of Disney's private islands, which I've never heard of. So that's like, now you're really expecting a lot of Disney Merry Christmas because you're literally only at Disney's.
Right. So, I mean, there was a Santa sighting. Like you could meet Santa.
Okay. So Santa was there.
Like 2 times, 3 times, maybe max. And it was only for 30 minutes. And then again, because of the beach, it was like bad timing. Like you have to pick and choose. Like, it was like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And then they only did story time with Mrs. Claus 1 time and it was 4:15 and we didn't go because Kalina was like, no, I'm done. Like she was wiped. You know how the beach is.
Yeah. Like you would think maybe like a 1, like right after lunch.
Or they should have done it on the day we were at sea.
Yeah.
Like that would have made more sense.
Yeah, that would have been nice just to have Santa and Mrs. Claus on a stage. Every single child would have just went to the main deck and
And so it was not good timing.
So it was just interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, they did have Santa, but it wasn't like all the time. He wasn't there 24. He was there 3 times, 30 minutes. So an hour and a half of the whole cruise. Okay. You could meet Santa if you prioritized it and left the island early. And then hopefully your kid didn't need a nap or wasn't tired from being out in the sun all day, So, I wouldn't do it again.
So if you're looking for a barely merry Christmas.
Just a sprinkle. Jay liked it, but Jay's not like, he's like, oh, it was okay. But he's, he's not me.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's totally fine if you're totally fine with that. But if your expectation going on this cruise is it's going to be like
Christmas
you walked into like, Home
Goods.
Right. Like it's just not going to be the case. It's not it. Okay. So tell me about the ship.
Okay.
Just in general, like your general review of the ship.
Okay. So the adult section hands down destroys the wish. Hands down. Okay. That's not even competition.
How so?
It's huge. It's way bigger. It's not as disgusting. So it's not like, like when we walked and there was like,
the infinity pool had like 6,000 people
in it. It was gross. No, it was like way bigger, more spread out. And they had this like interesting, like you could just kind of sit and talk. And it was like a mist, just like a misty, like kind of like a spa thing. But that was kind of cool. But anyway, it just made it more like conversational. You could kind of just hang out. They had a pool, they had a hot tub, they had all that. But it was just bigger. So I get what people were saying. And then the deck upstairs that it's adult only, huge. I feel like in the Wish it was so tiny. It was small. It was small. Massive. Like it was adult for days. I feel like this ship is easier to navigate, but it comes with a con in the sense that like it's so easy. Like the store is on level 3, which is also where the theater is on level 3, which is also where, the popcorn, you can get the popcorn. That's also where the characters are. So you're getting a theme here. The theme is it's so congested.
I need a lollipop.
You need a lollipop? Yeah. Okay, can you ask Daddy?
What kind of lollipop? Are we talking like a peppermint lollipop? No. What kind of lollipop does she want?
She's deprived because she didn't have any.
She hasn't had her Yum Yum Earth.
Yeah, but she's had, she has had a shit ton of ice cream. So not really that deprived. All right. So anyways, what we're talking about?
Congested on level 3.
Yeah. So then it gets really, really bad because that's where the character is. Yeah. And so that's where the character's sighting is. So there's a long ass line. Then there's lines of people waiting to go to the theater to see the Broadway style shows, and all of this is together.
So all of the main entertainment is on the same floor.
Literally.
That's tough.
And so on the Wish, it was spread out.
Yeah.
Like, we're always like, what floor is this on? What floor is that on? And it was kind of annoying, but also it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
So, you have your main atrium and like on the Disney Wish, if you've not been on either ship, but on the Disney Wish, you can go to the multiple floors and there's going to be characters throughout each floor, but you can see everything, right? Like I can see Mickey on floor 4. I can see Donald on floor 3. I can see all of those things. What was level 3 like? Like what were the levels like on this ship? Like was it as like open or was it like?
So you know how that one, the kids club is on level 2. So they had all that open, you know, and the slides and all that. That's not the case here. So level 3 is just like, you know, one level. And then the kids club is on level 5.
Oh,
I guess in that sense, it doesn't feel as big, you know, because there's not that drop for the kids club. So that's convenient in that way. But also we were in floor 6. So the kids club was like right there on floor 5. Yeah. The reason Jay took a tour of the ship, and the captain said the reason they put the kids club on level 5 is because the ceilings are smaller on that level, or lower. So it makes the kids feel bigger.
Okay.
So they put it there, which is interesting. So I will say that.
Wait, time out. JJ signed up for a tour of the ship.
Yes, by himself.
That does not surprise me.
I know.
Like we're about to cruise the Caribbean. Hold up. I'm going to sign up for a tour.
Yeah, we were like at breakfast. He's like, "Hey, is it okay if I do this?" And to do what? And he's like, "I want to take a tour of the ship." And I'm like,
my
okay,
goodness,
babe, have fun. It was like at 9 a.m. and I was like, "Was a bunch of old people there?" He was like, "Yeah, there was," but it was really interesting. So he got the 401, which is why I know a lot of these things. Yeah, because of him. He was like, "Oh, like he'll just say like random facts like when we're walking around." But they didn't have as many characters. Like in the Wish, I feel like
really.
It was
characters galore,
right?
Galore.
Not the case here. It was like at 5 o'clock, and then maybe they came back out at 9.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't.
And the lines were long.
Yeah. Well, if everything's on the same floor, there's no need to be strategic. You're just kind of there, and everyone else is there.
And it's not as easy, you know. In the Wish, it was like bam, bam, bam. Like they were all like level. I think it was like 4, 3, and 2, or whatever it was. 5, 4, and 3, and like it was just up and down, up and down. They were all right there. Like I said, because they have that area that's dedicated to the characters by the shops and the theater that's in the front of the ship. That's midship. So you'd have to go all the way over there, and by the time you get there, the line's already like, you know, around the block, wrapped around. Yeah. So that way it wasn't great. Mm-hmm. The pools are nice. The pools on the Wish I felt like were small, and these are a lot more decent. They're like Mickey. There's 2 chunky, you know, good square shaped Mickey pools. Mm-hmm. There's 2 of them right on the main deck, and you can watch the movies easily. And the Wish didn't really have that. They had
the Wish did not have that. Mm-hmm. What about for younger kids? You know how they had on the Wish the Toy Story water splash pad. What did they have? Nemo.
Mm-hmm. Nemo, same thing. Had a little slide.
Yeah.
This one was was towards the front of the ship, and this one is towards the back by the buffet. That was it was very similar. Very similar. And then they have Aqua Duck instead of Aqua Mouse. Jay said he liked it better than Aqua Mouse because he said it went faster. It was more thrilling.
Oh, like the
water
roller coaster.
Okay. Yeah, water coaster side.
Okay. Food comparable?
Not as good.
Interesting. Why?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's just more like cafeteria food, like what you would think. Mm-hmm. I remember, I was like, Jay, I don't remember it like being like this. I said, I remember on the Wish it being like really good. Like Silly and I were like, this is really good. This is really good. Mm-mm. We had like sit down lunch a couple times, and it was inedible, like bad. And then the server tried to warn me. Yeah, I was like, this sounds good. It was like Spanish rice with saffron and halibut. I'm like, what could go wrong with this? And he's like, well, you know, he's like, I tend to be a little picky with my seafood. And I was like, oh. So I ordered a backup burger. I took one bite of the halibut, and I was like, he was 100% correct. It's not tasted like cafeteria fish. Like, you know, like frozen for a decade. Not great.
Okay.
So that wasn't good. On our first night where we ate, we ordered like the steak, and it tasted like, I don't know, like they did something weird, like they boiled it or something. It just was not good, you know, not like a grilled steak. So that wasn't good. But the other 2 restaurants they made up for it. They had like a sea bass, and that was phenomenal, and scallops. But the first restaurant wasn't good, and those lunches we had weren't good. Yeah. And then the food on the islands were not good. I wish I had my allergy meals again, because it's just
so you didn't do the allergy meals this time. Okay, and so you were like, if you listen to our episode, not anaphylactic allergies, but resetting your gut, you know, you were on the allergy list, and it was like first class service.
It was. And they bring you a hot meal and you get like rice and stuff. And there was none of that this time. I mean, obviously, but there was no rice or anything. It just was like gross pasta salad. I was like, I don't want to eat this. You know, I'm picky. Yeah. And then everyone's like breathing on it and like touching it. I'm just like, I was like, no.
Well, let's talk about that, because one of the things about the Wish is in the main cafeteria, it's not self-serve. They serve it to you.
Yeah. And cabanas.
What was it like on the Fantasy? Was it self-serve buffet?
Yeah.
Or was there glass in between?
No. I mean, honestly, I don't know, because I was like, hell no. But I know for a fact that it's like, I don't know if there's some areas where they serve you, but most of it was
self-serve.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay's like, people were touching everything. I was like, absolutely not. Yeah. Like that is not how I'm going down.
You know, we just booked another Disney cruise when you were on yours. Mm-hmm. Same cruise, same stops, same ship. And I thought to myself, are you stuck in your ways, Disney mom? Are you not going to give another ship another chance? And I thought about it, like, if it's a good thing, why ruin it?
That's true.
Like, yes, do I want to see what other ships and destinations there shall be? Maybe one day. But like, at least I know what to expect. And I'd rather that and have all of the Disney characters, because that's really what I'm going for.
Yeah.
You know, and have my way of thy land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember there was like a dance party. Mm-hmm. Remember like you and Lakin went to that like afternoon dance party? I didn't have any of that.
No. So, I mean, the characters were like literally in the crowd with us, like jamming it out.
I don't know if it's like because of
Goofy
the Christmas
was playing
thing.
Legos with us. Like,
I don't know what was up with it. I honestly don't know.
Maybe it's just because it's like an older ship with older processes.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that was like a... Yeah, I don't know. I will say that Lookout Key, their new island, is better for kids our age than Castaway.
Okay.
Because they have this ginormous like splash pad water slide thing that's age appropriate for our kiddos our age.
Yeah, I would say Castaway Cay is more good for elementary up.
Yeah.
If everything's open too.
Yeah.
You know, because I think when we were there, not everything was open. But you said the splash pad was whack.
It's whack. On Castaway Key, it's whack. But the new one is so nice and it's right in the middle. So you can easily access it. And that's where Kalina was. Okay. She went on the slides. Like she had a blast on that thing. All the kids were having a lot of fun. It's brand new. So I will say that going there in the summer, you'll die because it's brand new, right? Just like new construction. There's not really a lot of shade or anything. Like, you can just imagine what that's like beating down on you, like 90 million degrees. Because it was hot when we were there. I mean, like comfortably hot, like 80 degrees, but the summer is going to be unbearable. The food, it was the same thing, just like Castaway Key. And like I had a hissy fit, I had a bitch fit, a bougie mama fit. And I was like, Jerry, I'm not eating this. Like there's just a line down to like the ocean I'm not even kidding, to get food, and people are just like carrying their trays. There's nowhere to sit. The people, you know, people do the like reserving things, and I just got very overwhelmed. And
at the new one, or
at the new one,
okay.
And people were like breathing. There was not as much seating as there is on Castaway Key. Not nearly. Okay. And so like it was stressing me out, and I didn't want any of it. It looked gross, and so we ended up going. So what happened was we dropped Kalina off because she asked to go to the kids club. So we took her to the kids club. So we went to and explored the adult section, and it's so much easier to get to than Castaway Key because you got to ride a tram to get to the adults only section. But here, not the case. You can just walk there. It's on the other side of the island, but it's easily accessible. So we went over there, and when we were coming back to pick her up, we had to walk through everything to exit. And that's when we saw the lunch area, and they had ice cream, like real ice cream, not the fake crap from the soft serve, the powder. I saw them pour the powder. It's not real ice cream. They had real ice cream scooped. It was like a heavenly oasis. They had fruit, chopped up fruit, scooped up ice cream with toppings at the adult section. And then we come to find their steak, actual steak that they grill on a flame, and it has charred and everything. When I tell you, JJ and I ate 4 of those steaks because we have not had a good steak That whole time we were on that ship, we ate 4 steaks and we snuck Kalina into the adults only section. And we found this little umbrella by a cabana. And we sat there and we ate our real ice cream with our flame charred steak.
Okay. So there's like little hidden.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay. So wallet to hand, choose the ship.
Oh.
The wish or the fantasy?
That's so hard. I think I would pick the wish though. It just depends. Like if I had my kids, probably the wish. If I was with adults, probably the fantasy. Yeah.
I feel like that kind of nets out to what we were seeing because, you know, when we went on the wish, a lot of people were complaining and I didn't understand. I'm like, it's a kid's, but now hearing about the fantasy, now it makes sense if there are adult Disney goers.
There are a lot of them.
To ship geared towards them. The one thing I did think was cute about the wish is that you go down the slide to the kids club.
Yeah, they don't
when
have
you
that.
Drop them off. Mm-hmm. Like you don't even like take your kid in. You just like throw them down the slide literally. And they're like there.
Yeah, she went to the kids club twice.
Okay.
She asked both times, and then on the third day she said she wanted to go to the kids club, and then we took her, and then she was like, "No, I don't want to go." She got so whatever.
Okay.
But she went and made the slime with Stitch the first day.
That sounds fun.
When you have littles, like the kids club is from 3 to 10. So if they're 4 and under, they group them together and put like a special band on them and a name tag on their back so they know they're 3. And they don't let them just like run around and get trampled by older kids. They keep them with a counselor, and the 3 and the 4s are together. And if they have special activities like the slime, they get to go in front. They get like VIP basically.
That's nice. Pays to be. So the price point jumps when your child turns 3.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know.
So we're going on the cruise. My cousin Megan and her family is going to come. Mm-hmm. I'm still hoping you're going to come, but I feel like you're probably not.
No, Jay said I can't go again until the fall.
But you're coming to Mexico, so that's all that matters. And Lakin being 2, his for the week under $700 for his cruise.
Kalina wasn't much more than that.
Now, my cousins with 3, 4, maybe I can't remember how old is he. I thought he was 3, maybe he's 4. And then their other son who is 6, $1,200 each.
Dang. No, Kalina wasn't that much.
Okay, so maybe she's like right on that border by birthday, but the next time she goes on a cruise, it like doubles.
That's not fair. They don't eat that much.
Well, they don't eat that much, but that kids club, I have a feeling is what it is because they probably anticipate the kids to be at that free babysitting because you don't have to pay extra when you're on the cruise for the kids club, only the nursery.
But you got to get them to go.
Yeah, you got to get them to go. And I thought about that. I thought about that with Lakin, like, my kid wants to be with the adults. So it's like you're paying extra. You're like you said, they're not eating as much or taking advantage of the facility as much as if they're with their parents.
Yeah. I don't think that's fair.
But they're going to be that much more. That was a big cost jump.
I think if you're going to do that, I think a 5, 6-year-old because they want to have fun. They'll go to the kids club. 3 and 4.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is like 3 is that cutoff. But I was like, whoa, when I saw her, because we linked the reservation so you can see everything.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, damn, those kids are expensive.
Wow. I don't think that's cool. You aren't making $1,200 worth of.
I know. And then ours was like $2,500.
Yeah.
It's insane. Well, that's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it was like a good time, but
it was good. Yeah.
It was, like you said, just
it was not
Christmas.
As advertised. Like if you look at like the advertisements, the promotions, you see like it's like Christmas threw up in the like brochure. Yeah. It's not it.
Yeah, no candy canes, no like chocolate candies in your room.
Jay got nothing like that. Jay got a sugar cookie. I think they were handing out sugar cookies and hot cocoa in the lobby one day. But you had to they didn't advertise it. It wasn't like in the the navigator. It was just like you just had to get lucky when I was walking through there.
Okay.
At the time, but they were not good though.
They're lucky I wasn't on that cruise because I would have been probably pretty pissed. Disney cruises are very expensive.
Yeah. And then I feel like you pay a premium when it's a very maritime cruise. So it's not worth it. I'm not paying extra.
So it was extra. That was going to be my last question.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
And forget about it. If you try to go on a cruise over New Year's, oh boy,
Yeah.
you're paying like twice, 3 times the normal amount.
Yeah.
That's like really
Interesting.
expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
peeps,
That's all I got.
you have it.
That's a 411.
If you're looking for a Disney adult cruise,
Fantasy.
maybe go on the Fantasy.
Mhm.
If you're looking for perfection, go on the Wish. Well, no, the Wish wasn't perfection, but if you are an adult looker for a Disney cruise, probably not for you, but it was nice.
We did the
Wish.
express walk off this time.
Oh, okay.
Like we took our own bags.
Yeah.
It was a lot faster. We were off the ship by like 8.
Okay.
The longest line was just like waiting for it to open. I think they were running behind because they said 7:30 and it was like, 7:50. But if you can carry your own bags, it's definitely nice. It doesn't get congested. Like there was no line for customs. Like we just walked right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get off the cruise, I don't know what the express sounds like. If you don't have your bag, you just go off like you said. If you do have to grab suitcases though, you didn't have any suitcases? Like how'd you do that?
So no, we did. So like the night before, if you leave them out, then it's not express.
Oh, like you just carried them off
carried
yourself.
them off the ship ourselves. And so with that, you just kind of, you're the first ones off.
Yeah.
And you just like walk off.
That makes sense. Okay.
So that was kind of nice. And we skipped breakfast because I don't want to deal with that mess. Like I just wanted to get the heck off that ship. Because I know last time that line was long and then the other line was long. Everything gets backed up. And
we ended up like hiring that one guy to like do it for us.
But it was just a lot of lines and kids and waiting. And I was just, for where we were at on this cruise, I was just like, let's just get off this thing and go. So that was nice.
Well, I'm happy you guys got to have fun.
Yeah, it was nice. I got a little tan. We saw a lot of like interesting people on this cruise.
Nice.
There was this woman with her husband and she has like 2, she's like probably younger than us. She has 2 service dogs and they're like Chihuahuas and she dresses them up. Like they had more outfits probably than I did. Matching outfits, and then she would like she had a doggy stroller for them and she would take them like on the she had them on the island in like matching bathing suits, and then she had them on line for the characters. Like we saw them like so many times, and she had like matching like Christmas outfits with the family. Then they all had matching Christmas pajamas another time I saw them, and then she gets them to like stand in front of the characters and take photos. It was very interesting.
That's some rich people stuff. Damn. So, I didn't even know animals or service animals could go on
Service animals can. We saw a big ass service dog. It was like a white golden retriever. I'm like, where does that thing shit?
They probably have like a service dog area
thing on a ship.
Because at like airports, they have like those little areas. Well, I mean, it's December 22nd. You know, we're not going to have a Thursday episode. We're taking a little tinky break.
Who wants to listen to that when it's Christmas?
No. Yeah. People need to be like focusing on your digestion and cleanup.
We set up the sauna. So I'll get an update on that for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a sauna, 2 people. I'm excited to hear about it. Well, we wish you guys the most wonderful holiday.
Yes, ma'am. Merry Christmas.
Have the best time. Relaxation. Good food. Friends, family.
Movies. Lindsay Lohan.
If you are a mom, hats off to you because you are the MVP. You're the one that's pulling off the holidays.
You're the magic.
You know how I told you James was going to wrap presents this year?
Yeah. How'd that go?
Guess how many he wrapped?
How many? 0?
0.
I'm going to send him a text that he's not going to reply to.
None. Womp, womp, womp. Nothing. But, we'll talk to you when we ring in the new year because we're going to do our in and out list of 2024 going into 2025.
Yes, honey.
And we have some pretty spectacular guests coming up. We're going into the new year. We're going to be talking about our microbiome.
We love that.
We're going to do rapid transformation therapy. A lot of fun, great things to learn. to better yourself going into next year.
We're evolving.
Yeah, we're evolving. It's a new year of the podcast. We can't be more excited. Have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. All of the holidays out there. I don't know them all, but we'll talk to you guys soon.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.